Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class. So today means in previous class, let me recall the previous class also. Okay. So in previous class, we people have learned the economic system of the post-Rigvedic period. Yes, and some of the references crops also you people have seen. So today in this session, we people are going to learn about political system of the post-Rigvedic period. Yes, so let us know the political system and the religious system of the post-Rigvedic period. Political system. The southeast geographical edge during the final stages of Rigveda now become the central location of Aryans. See, so earlier what Aryan people used to do? They used to move from one place to another place. Yes. So now they took control. They took over the control of the southeast geographical edge here. Yes, during the period of post-Rigvedic. Yes. So now when they took the power of that southeast geographical edge, so that place only completely become the location of the Aryan people. Yes. So in this paragraph, we people are going to learn about the tribal peoples. Which all of the tribals will arise or which all of the tribals will come in the post-Rigvedic period. So Kuru, Panchala, Vasha, Ushina tribes peoples will come, and these people will also called as the inhabited peoples. Yes, this place was inhabited by Kuru, Panchala, Vasha, Usina tribe. Yes, not only these people will come, so even the present Kurukshetra was the habitat of Kuru tribe. See, clearly listen. The present Kurukshetra was the habitat of Kuru tribe. Kosala, Vediha tribes were present at the east end of Aryan settlements. When the end of the Aryan settlements, Kosala and Videha tribal peoples will come. Yes. Then afterwards, it means which one? East end of the Aryan settlement. It means they were living in the northeast of present Uttar Pradesh and the North Bihar areas. Means the Aryan peoples at the end of the Aryan settlements, Kosala and Vediha, people used to live at present people used to call it as Uttar Pradesh and the North Bihar areas. Yes, who Kosala and Vediha people used to live. Yes, where they used to live? Uttar Pradesh and North Bihar area. Tribes were the major controlling of the political system. See, whenever we used to learn about the political system of a Vedic period or the Rigvedic period, we need to give importance, or the tribal people used to get the importance here. Yes, so the tribal peoples were only took a major controlling power of the political system. Those tribal peoples only get the controlling capacity of the political system. Yes. Next, during Atharva period. Yes, moving to the next paragraph. During Atharva Veda period, Angas were living in the East Bihar and Magadha tribe were central Bihar south of the river Ganga. See here. During the Atharva Veda, now comes the Atharva Veda, the matter of Atharva Veda. The Atharva Veda period, we can see here two types of tribes. One is Angas and another one is Magadha. Angas were living in the east part of the Bihar and the Magadha tribe were the central Bihar and or south of the river Ganga. See, whomsoever tribal peoples will come during the post-Rigvedic period, either post-Rigvedic or either Rigvedic period. So these all tribal peoples used to live the banks of the river Ganga only. Yes. See, these tribes, these means Angas and the Magadha. Yes. So Angas and Magadha tribes were considered as enemies by the sages. Do you know what is mean by the sages? So if you don't know, when you will get this video, write the meaning of that sage. Yes. Then afterwards send it to my number. Yes. One more thing I would like to tell you here. Here onwards you will get the videos through the Google Classroom only. Okay. So So now onward, we people are not sending you videos through the WhatsApp. Yes, even homework, either assignment or the project work, whatever it is, you must and do it in your Google Classroom only. Okay. And also you need to, after completion of your homework, you people need to resend that homework to us only. This means through the Google Classroom app. See, coming to the next. The Pundras who were to the far east and Andhras of the south were called as untouchable. Pundras and the Andhras people were used to call as the untouchables here. Yes, let me read it once again. The Pundras who were to the east means east part of the India. Yes, Andhras of the south were called as the untouchables. These tribes were still not influenced by Aryans ways of life and language. See, Pundras who used to live in the east and Andhras who used to live in south, these peoples were not influenced by the Aryans. Okay, whether it may be a style of the life or a language, they were not influenced by the Aryans. This means that the political system of tribes continued when during the time of Atharva Veda. It shows that Aryans were not considered as a tribe. Yes, but what all the tribal peoples we comes to know in this session. So these all tribes peoples comes under the political system, because these all tribal peoples were they built their own political system very strongly during the Atharva Veda. Yes. Now comes the arrival of Indo-Aryans. These Indo-Aryans also comes the banks of river Ganga. The Trinians at the Indian border and West Punjab due to their invention. These Trinians will comes the border of the India, that also specifically West Punjab. Yes. Next, the Vedic tribes with superior archery and chariots won over the local tribes living on the banks of river Ganga. This Vedic tribes, they were very strong persons, or they know very well about the archery. Archery means billubana. Yes, they know how to get control over the chariots also. So these important things which are very useful during the battlefield, both these things they know very well. Yes. Not only that, the usage of iron after 800 BCE. BCE means before Common Era. Yes, that also after 800 years. Yes. So here onwards, during the battlefields, those Rajas and that soldier department usually know the use of the iron, and some of the different types of metals also they were used here, and those metals or that iron was used here as a tools, weapons. So these tools and weapons were made by the iron. So those weapons and tools only used in the battlefield. Yes. Next, and those iron metals and tools were only supported them to get a victory in the battlefield. So next, moving to the next point, that is the improved military power of Vedic tribes. Yes, when they comes to know about the use of the iron, so they were improved their military system. They got the improvement in the military, and they were become a powerful military system of Vedic tribes. Yes, so that military power brings them, or that military power of Vedic tribes helped them to extend or expand their geographical area. Yes, when they got a military power. Yes, that military power only helps them. That military power only helped them to expand their geographical limits. Limits means area, whichever they wants to expand or to get it to their village. As a result, powerful kings emerged. Yes, when the powerful military system were built, and when they started to expand their surrounding or their tribes at that time, here the leader will come. That leader is also called a king. Kingship will come from here onward. We people will learn about the kingship. Okay, the rule of the king. So let us know about him now. A king is described in Atharva Veda. Yes, the king was the king was described in Atharva Veda like that: the one who rules all the like a god. One who usually rule like a god means like a god in a human form. Yes, usually who used to take care of the people whomsoever surrounded by him, surrounded by the people, that person is called ruler. Yes, let me read it once again. The one who rules all is like a god. One who usually rules rules like a god. Yes, whom he needs to rule, he needs to rule the human. Yes, that person is called king now. Yes, as the accumulation of wealth and power increased, attempts were made in levels the king as equal to the god or the representative of God. When that ruler used to take care of the humans or the people whomsoever were surrounded that king. Yes, at that time, from there onwards we can see the power of king. Yes, how the king used to describe here, how the king used to rule the empire now. Yes, so when he started to rule the tribes, at that time he started to build his own dynasty or a kingdom surround. Yes, so after expandation of after the when he used to get expand the place, so he usually built one fort. For why he used to build the fort means he wanted to give a security to his people. Yes, so here during the Atharva Veda, king is equal to the god. Yes, people usually think that king or the ruler, he is a god for us because he only used to save us. Yes, in this way, to the throne by the king called Rajasuya came into existence. And so when king is named as also, or when he become a representative of God, when he got a throne by the people, and that to the throne, that throne by the king is also called Rajasuya. Yes, ರಾಜನನ್ನ ಪಟವರ್ಧನಕ್ಕೆ, ರಾಜನನ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿಸೋದು. Yes, that system is called Rajasuya. Yes, as a symbol of king's power, Ashwamedha Yaga gained importance. Do you know what is mean by the Ashwamedha Yaga? If you don't know, when you will get this video, just give me a little brief introduction. Means write only 10 to 15, not 15, take it as a 5 to 10 sentences about Ashwamedha Yaga. Yes, so when kings comes to the power and he started to do the yaga, that is called Ashwamedha Yaga. In previous class we people learned some of the yagnas and yagas were taking places. Yes, so in that means those yagnas and yagas, this Ashwamedha Yaga will also gain the importance. Yes, how the yagnas took importance during the post-Rigvedic period. In the same way, here as a symbolic of the king's power. This is the symbolic of the king's power. How the king was a powerful person here. So instead of doing any battle, so they choose it Ashwamedha Yaga. Yes. So that Ashwamedha Yaga only shows the power of that king. Yes. Now comes religious system of the post-Rigvedic period. The religious beliefs and rituals of Rigveda period continued along with changes and additions during post-Rigvedic period. See here. After the end of the post-Rigvedic period, some of the religious beliefs and some of the rituals got the changes, and some of still were they continued like that only. Yes. Next, the Rudra and the Vishnu comes here. The Rudra, he is also called as a Shiva, Parashiva, Shiva Linga, Paramatma, and sometimes we used to call him as a Soma, means Somanatha, Kedaranatha. So many names we used to identify the Rudra. Yes. Now, so you all people know about the Vishnu. How much Rudra took an important place during the Rigvedic period. In the same way, Vishnu also gained a significant or an important position during the post-Rigvedic period. They become means Rudra and Vishnu both were become important gods along the Vedic gods during the time when Brahmanas developed as a appendage to the Vedas. Yes. So in previous classes we people have learned that where post in Rigvedic period people usually uh, believe as a gods. Um, they used to call God as river, forest, sun, moon, cow. Yes, so they believe that these only the God for them. Yes, when the king comes, so when they think that this ruler or this king only become a God, means he was a representative of God. Yes, so at the time people started to give importance for the Rudra and even to the Vishnu. Yes, Rudra and Vishnu, these both god usually identified as deities. Yes. See, there are no direct references to Vishnu's incarnations. Yes, there are no direct references. Uh, yes, direct references we cannot see regarding Vishnu. That also in the age of Rigvedic period. Yes, see, it is said that by imbibing the local gods, means some of the local gods we can see like Rudra. Yes, Rudra also took over the legends and the mythology of them unto himself. Rudra was a legend. He was a legend for the people. Yes. So now onwards, the tribe peoples usually believe that in worshipping gods, means they started to worship the idols. Before what they have thought that there is no idol worshipping. Okay, they won't believe in worshipping of the idols. From here onwards, the end of the post-Vedic period, people used to start to worship the idol like Rudra and Vishnu. Yes. Next, it was believed all things that happen in this world are the result of yagnas, and such notions were incorporated into Puranas. Puranas means mythological stories. Yes, Purana in Sanskrit we used to call it as a Purana. In Kannada also we call Puranas are there. Yes. So in if we used to convert it in English, so it is called as a mythological stories. Yes. So it was believed that mythological was believed that if in the world or surrounded which all the surrounding things are there, so these all are the results of the yagnas. Yes, understood? These all whatever thing is going on in the world, overall I'm talking about the world. Yes, those all the things or those all the matters are results of the yagnas, whether it is a good or a bad. Okay. Next, now comes the Puranas. Purana means you know which all the Puranas are there. Yes. So you know in Navaratri, in Dasara time, in Navaratri, some people used to read the Purana. Yes, Durga Devi Purana, Vishnu Purana, Shiva Purana, and also they used to whichever they loved, means whichever what kind of God they used to believe, that Purana they usually read. Yes. So like in Dasara we people used to read about the Durga Purana, or understood, Nava Durga Purana. Yes. So those Puranas also called mythological stories. Yes. Next, now it comes Upanishads. Yes. Upanishads, new concepts by the end of post Rigvedic, Upanishads will come. Yes. So these Upanishads were the new concept like karma, like karma and rebirth of the soul. Means karma means ಕರ್ಮಗಳು, ನಾವು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಕರ್ಮಗಳು. And rebirth of the soul means why used to go punarjanma. Yes, rebirth of the soul means punarjanma. In this Upanishads where two kind of new concept we will see, that is, one is karma and the another one is rebirth of the soul. Yes. See, this added the place of a person in the caste system which is based on the birth. See guys, now here onwards we can see the caste system. Earlier what all things you people learned, whether it is a